Hi, welcome back everyone to my channel, The Memory Shelf. I'm still quite a newbie at this and I'm still finding my way, so please be patient. I'm going to show you, well, part of my business is memorial lanterns, humans and pets, and I also do memorial cushions and candle holders and the like. But a big part of my business is also blind date with the book. But I have thought of venturing out into blind date in the kitchen. There's lots of beautiful cookbooks out there going to waste and becoming part of landfill, and there's lots of good cooks out there who enjoy cooking, so I thought might give blind date in the kitchen a try. Let me know what you think. But today I'm going to wrap a book, and we'll follow along for steps on how I do that. There's lots of different tutorials on YouTube about how to do it, but this is the way that I do it, and let's get on with it. So this is one of the books I've got from our local Salvos, and believe it or not, I picked this up for 60 cents. So, and it looks like it's in pristine condition. So the first thing I do is take off the price tag. I then clean it with a cloth. I look through the book to make sure there's no markings or anything, and then I flick through the pages. Just make sure there's nothing in there. Everything seems to be in place in this book. No missing pages that I can see, no writing over it. So then the next thing I do is I actually write down what the book is. So because when it's wrapped, you're not going to know what you've ended up wrapping when you've got dozens of books there. So it's Matt Preston's World of Flavor. Then the next thing I do is see how many pages there are. I don't count the index at the back, I count actual pages. So the last page is 338 pages in this book. And sometimes I'll, if I can find it. So it's Matt Preston's World of Flavor, the recipes, myths and surprising stories behind the world's best loved food. So with my fiction books and that, I'll write down also the year it was published and the publisher, but I can't seem to find that quickly in this one, so not that it matters. So then once I finished wrapping the book, this will go inside one of the pockets so that then I can number it, put it into my worksheet, Excel worksheet, to keep track of it. And so that if someone asks me when they're buying it, I can look it up and let them know if it's a book they've already got or not without telling them the name of the book. Otherwise that would kill the surprise. Okay, now you can use any paper you want. I like the old brown paper, but with Valentine's coming up, I'm going to start using more romantic paper. Now what I do, okay, put the spine down once, spine again, and again once more, and I'll get my scissors. We'll cut probably about an inch past where the book finished. Then at the bottom, I'd try to center the book. It's not rocket science, you don't need exact measurements. And then I'll just fold up the page to the top of the book at the bottom, and then fold this over. I normally like it to be about halfway down. This book's quite a bit bigger than most normal books, but we'll see how we go. So you just fold, can you see that? You just fold that top part down, and then you pull this down. Okay, get a nice tight thing and just fold that over. Okay, and then crease that down, and then come over to this other side and do the same thing. Put that down. You don't want paper that's too flimsy because then it will tear at the corners. So that seems to be good. I'll fold that down, and as you can see, that's the beginning of your first pocket. You can take that if you wish. I'll just give that a bit of a tape, and then we do exactly the same. You just pull up that side, then come back in here, pull up the other side, and that's what you'll get. Okay, so pull them as tight as you can without tearing the paper. You can fold that over to give it a nice crease. I've only just started the memory shelf recently, back in November last year, and I had a good run with markets leading up to Christmas, so thank you to everyone that's supported me on this short journey so far. I live in Queensland, Australia, best weather ever. Okay, so then you're left with this, so you just, this will be a new one for me if I can get this done. Okay, so then fold that down, and then as easy as that, and then obviously take that, sometimes if I don't have this tape dispenser and I've just got a roll I've got to cut the tape off with, I'll cut off quite a few pieces and then stick them to the table. But that is how to wrap Blind Date the book. Now, I'm not sure how popular this is going to be. It's just going to be a waiting game, and we'll wait and see. I'll make another video on how I've decorated this. So thank you for your time and have a good day.